Alright, so I've seen questions about the turbo kit that's on this car a lot on Facebook and whatnot, and then there's really not many videos about this turbo kit, unfortunately. Well, actually, I don't see any videos about it really. But this is a 2007 LS2 6-speed manual, and this has the On3 Performance Single Turbo Kit on it. It is a 78-76 turbo. Right now, it's about on 8 pounds of boost. Nothing like super high. Stock fuel system, stock clutch, and I really need to get some new tires on this thing because it does not hook up at all. But a couple things about this kit is the radiator and these lines did not come with it. It's a Griffin radiator. I had to make these mounts. I made these lines. And same thing over here with the thermostat housing. I actually welded a piece of pipe to it. And that's how I did my radiator line. The downpipe I made, that goes all the way back to right there. The spark plug wires I made, I actually put my coil packs behind the battery there. Then on the other side are down on the frame rail. So I'm actually planning on pulling this whole kit apart now that it's basically put away for the winter. And I'm not getting rid of it. I don't have any issues with it really. Except for I did blow this map sensor out, like out of the intake manifold, because all that holds it in is just that clip. So I kind of want to see if I can make like an aluminum bracket that I can bolt onto this to pull over so that it can hold it down. But basically I just want to pull the turbo out, take a look at it because it's been on this whole season. It has about, I don't know, 3,000 miles on it maybe. And I beat on it pretty good. But these clamps, I want to change these clamps out for some better ones. These are the ones that came with the kit. Same thing with the T-bolt clamps. Basically all of these clamps. I want to redo this line here, this radiator line, and I want to try to make it a little bit better so it's away from that exhaust pipe there where it goes up into the turbo. There's the intercooler. The exhaust on this car does go all the way back, just like the stock does. Normally with this turbo kit, it has a pipe that comes off of here and out through here and off of here out through there and right around here out of the bumper. And I actually have that pipe. This is the pipe that comes off the turbo, and basically what I did was I cut the V-band flange off of there and I made my own pipe. And then this is the part that goes through the bumper. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to run the tips out the back like normal. So I want to do that. And this feed line came with it, came with the kit, and so did that rubber line there. I want to change that rubber line out for some braided stainless steel AN line. On3 50mm blow-off valve. And now let me get a creeper I can show you guys underneath. So this is the wastegates. These are On3 performance wastegates. I have not had an issue with them, but I think I'm gonna change them out to some tiles or teals or however you want to pronounce it. And those V-band clamps there I want to change out for some better ones. I have ruined some of these V-band clamps, so they right here where the nut meets that, I guess you could put a washer there. That would probably help. But from cranking these down really hard, the nut actually like tears all this up. Same thing on the T-bolt clamps, because there's some T-bolt clamps here I don't even know if I can find one that I actually had to fix because I messed them up. Like, there's two in here that I messed up. I actually had to cut them apart and cut small clamps that I had to pull the stud out. And that's my wastegate lines. And I put that on there onto the charge pipe because sometimes if you run your wastegates up to the intake manifold, got my finger in the way, into the intake manifold, the vacuum can actually mess with the diaphragms. I haven't personally had an issue on a car that I had before this, but I do know that it does tend to spike boost when you hook it up to the intake manifold. And with this being a completely stock engine, no cam, no heads, no rods, pistons, nothing, I did not want it to have to spike boost or anything like that because that's not good. So basically this whole kit is going to be coming apart. Radiator and everything's going to be coming out, so I can show people how I did all of this. Now I want to change that down there. I want to change that there so I can get that away from the exhaust pipe there. These pipes did not come wrapped at all. I want to pull the headers out and completely wrap those. None of this came with it, so I bought all this separate, and this stuff does help a lot. I actually had plans on doing a fuel system and clutch in this car, but I'm not gonna have the money for that kind of stuff, unfortunately. I'm hoping to get this car to the track sometime next year, next car season. So I'm hoping it'll be down in the 10s. I do need to get a boost controller on it because I'm only using the wastegates to control boost, and that's not the best way of going about it because boost up top tends to taper off, where if you have a boost controller it can hold the boost up top better. I kind of want to pull the valve covers off and paint them, maybe grind these studs off. But yeah, that's the car. I don't have any boost gauge. I just have the AM wideband MGW shifter. And yeah, that's about it. Other than that, the car looks mostly stock, and you don't even hear the turbo, and it's not super ridiculously loud. It sounds like a stock C6 with an exhaust on it. That's really about it. It's kind of cool. So yeah, there's not a lot of room here. I actually hit this with a hammer a little bit, the pipe, to move it in just a little bit to give myself a little bit of clearance there. I know if that pops off of there, that's going right into the radiator, which isn't the best, but yeah, that's it. So if you guys want to see a tear down and a rebuild of this entire kit, hit that subscribe button. Let me know what you guys want to see. I can try and do like whatever. If you guys have any questions, just let me know. See yous.